Hey beloveds, welcome to BeenieTV, where I offer you sprinkles of spiritual sassiness. So let's get into today's affirmation. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. I am open to love. I am open to love. I am open to love. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. Release. Hi! Okay guys, so today we are going to do all of the questions that I answered on Instagram last week. I asked you guys like what difficulties, what are you struggling with on your spiritual journey? And I got some really great questions, so I wanted to bring them here on YouTube. But if you're not following me on Instagram, it's at BeenieTV. Like it's all cohesive. If you follow me on Twitter, or you should follow me on Twitter. See, this is why I can't multitask. Your girl cannot multitask, honey. Okay, I mean, girl. Okay, let's get into these questions. That's why you guys gotta follow me on Instagram, because I might be asking questions and you might get the answer that you need. But okay, so I ask, what are you struggling with the most right now in your wellness spirit walk? And someone said, I think my struggle is accepting that I can be both spiritual and Catholic. And I get that question a lot. Well, I get comments like that a lot. I get like comments about religion and spirituality. And my whole thing really has always been, like, if you guys have been following me for a long time, you know that I had like a very weird Christian phase. You guys know that I am a Christian, that I do believe in Jesus Christ and the Lord and the Holy Spirit and the blood, but I believe in it from an enlightened point of view. So I am not religious. I was religious for like 4 months and I was like, oh, this actually doesn't work for me. And I get that a lot of people saying, thank you so much for showing me how to be Christian and spiritual. And the thing is, Christ literally came to this earth to abolish religious law and to bring people to enlightenment. But because we can't see past the ego, because of decades and generations of egoic thinking and being very like of the world, we just can't get a grasp on the depths of Jesus. And a lot of self-help books like self-help books, especially Eckhart Tolle, his books really just help me to see Christ in an enlightened, uplifting way. So if you can do that, you will be free from those years and years and years of pastors and preachers and mothers and fathers preaching all of this religious law that might actually be stifling you being a good human being in this world. So I do get that question a lot, and yeah, I'm just thankful that my channel brings a lot of Christians and Catholics and whatever, and allows them to know that they can relax. I feel like I need to bring this camera down a little bit. Okay, I feel like I fixed it a little bit, but not really. Okay, someone said holding on to anger and grudges. And for me, that's a major thing, because I think that I had a lot of anger for a long time in my life. And it could have stemmed from, you know, just my dad not being in my life, and just like people not, like rejection, like so many things, right? So many things that I think that I was holding on to and having anger about. And you know, now that I'm 30 and I've looked back on my life, and I can see like, and with the help of reading like Eckhart Tolle, I see that anger is nothing but hurt, right? Anger is literally just hurt and fear masking as something tough and strong. And it's like, no, that's actually not what that is at all. And it's all just ego. You guys are gonna hear me say that a lot through this video. It's all just ego. It's your false self. It's the self that wants to protect you from the world. It's the self that, you know, it's not your real self. Your real self is holy, is healed, is pure light and love. That's your real actual self. That's where we all need to move from our being. But we live in an egoic world, and sometimes we just can't help it. Like, We have anger because we're thinking about something that happened years ago, when the only place that thing exists is the past. We are here right now in the present, and in the present moment, what's happening to me? Is my dad being taken from me right now? No, he's not. What is happening right now? Right now, I am looking at you on the camera talking about something that I posted on the internet. Like, so we have to release anger and grudges. We have to be present and really say to ourselves, like, if you're at the office and you're thinking about what your ex-boyfriend did 3 years ago, you gotta say, where am I right now? Where am I right now? I'm at my desk, at work, sitting, breathing. And you gotta bring it back to the present moment. Bringing it back to the present moment will allow, and forgiveness and acceptance, boy, that'll take you so far. Acceptance, oh man, acceptance and forgiveness as a human being, that's gonna take you far. Once you accept and forgive what happened, what was, the role you played, the role you didn't play, you can, ooh, the ease and the drama-less life that you will have by accepting and forgiveness. Next, someone said that they struggle with self-love. And I commented back and I said, from all the years that I've been teaching self-love, that I've been practicing self-love with myself, it's like been 6-7 years, a lot. And you know, now, like back then, people were not, like when I started my YouTube channel, people were not talking about self-love the way they are now. And you know, self-love went through that kind of like bubble baths and crystals and face masks, and now it's become like digging deep and doing the ugly work, which is what I was doing back in the day. That's all I'm saying. Just a humble brag. That's what I'm saying. Like, watch me, because I'm always ahead of the game. I'm just saying. Okay, so I see a lot of people, sorry, I'm trying to focus the camera. I see that a lot of people approach self-love as if it were an exam or a test. Okay, I gotta get all the answers right. I gotta do it perfectly. I gotta do it right. That's not what self-love is. I think personally, self-love, you gotta like yourself first. That's the base. Do you like yourself when you're mean? Do you like yourself when you're nasty and snappy? Do you like yourself when you are just feeling yourself and feeling good in the world? Like, self-love really starts with, do you like yourself? And if you don't like yourself, then what can you do? What can you accept about yourself that you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna change this? And what can you say, you know what, I can improve on this? And then you can take the practical steps of self-love by all the things that I offer through my e-course, things that people offer through their Instagram. Then you could do that. But I think the first question is like, do I like myself? And if you get to be like, yeah, I actually do like my ugly parts, and I actually do like my parts that are awesome, I mean, you're already like ahead of the game. But you cannot approach self-love in a like a mathematical way. You can't approach it like that. You really have to do a lot of like, are you ready to heal from that terrible thing that happened to you when you were a child? Are you ready to heal from the traumatic thing that happened to you last year? Are you ready to accept? Are you ready to forgive? Because that's self-love, right? Is like, these things happened to me and I'm still standing strong and I'm still a victor and I got some scars and I'm okay with that. That's self-love. Self-love is being able to say no. Self-love is because you love yourself, you honor yourself, you like yourself, you treat yourself like how you would treat the most amazing person in the world. That's all self-love. But self-love has the ugly stuff. Self-love has the nourishing stuff. So it's all a blend of many things, trial and error. There's some things that I don't do anymore for self-love. For me, like, I used to use crystals all the time. For me, I think that I've reached a higher level of consciousness that I don't need that, or I just don't work with them that way anymore. And no shade to anybody using crystals. Like, for me, I'm like, I'm okay, and that's fine. You're gonna go through trials and errors through your self-love, through your self-care, through your self-worth, and all those things. But if you are looking to take your self-love to the next level, I have an e-course. DM me on Instagram and we can get that over to you ASAP. Someone said, Again, the question is, what are you struggling the most right now in your wellness and spiritual walk? Someone said reading the word and prayer. And I had to let them know, look, I haven't opened my Bible in like 2 months, and that is okay. Do I feel any more or less disconnected from God? No. And prayer, yes, it is important to read the word, but you know, when you are reading the word, you're memorizing it, so that, you know, when something happens in the real world and you ain't got your Bible with you, what you got? You got it up here, right? So like, I've taken enough time, and not to say like you shouldn't read the word every day. Every day before my mom leaves the house, she reads a psalm. Every day for the past, like, as long as I can remember, my mom, before she leaves for work, opens up the Bible and reads a psalm. That is her daily practice, right? For me, I talk to God all day, every day, and that's moving on to the prayer. A prayer can be as simple as, thank you, God. A prayer can be as simple as, I'm grateful. A prayer can be as simple as, help, Jesus. That is prayer. It doesn't have to be like, you know, oh, Jesus, come down with the fire and the brimstone. It doesn't always have to be that. It can just be so beautiful and so simple. And practicing gratitude is prayer. Talking to God like this, like, yo, God, like, I'm really, you know, struggling right now in, you know, making vegan meals. Lord, help me. Bring me a resource that's going to assist me. That's a prayer. Prayer is just talking to our Creator. Like, the way, if you have a good relationship with your mom or your dad, like, the way you talk to them is the way that you should talk to God, depending on your relationship with your parents, because that can get a little tricky. The next person said, reminding myself that I'm not alone. And I love that they struggled with that, because it allowed me to just share, like, in Los Angeles, guys, I felt the loneliest of the low. Okay? And sometimes it was on purpose and sometimes it wasn't. But I have felt the feelings of loneliness. And I have felt the feelings of being alone. And there's a difference, right? There's a difference between being lonely and alone. Lonely means that you just need some connection, whether that's a phone call, whether that's maybe going on a date, whether that's like FaceTiming somebody. Lonely just means that you need some type of connection. Alone just means that you are literally like right now I'm alone in the house. Like, I'm by myself. I'm with myself. Ooh, this camera needs to just stay focused, honey. I'm with myself. And even when I felt so lonely and I was alone in LA, I still always just knew God was there, because God lives in us, as us, through us. Everywhere I am, God is, and everywhere God is, there I am. So I always felt that little twinkle of, no matter how sad I would get, no matter how mad I would get, no matter how lonely or alone I felt, I always knew that God was there, because God is there, right? God is omniscient, God is omnipresent, God is everywhere, all the time. Like, so if you are also struggling with feeling alone, feeling lonely, if you're feeling lonely, I'm closing my eyes because I'm really feeling it. If you're feeling alone, then you're by yourself. You need to just, maybe you need to just get comfortable, right? Get comfortable with being alone, because honey, it is always going to be you. It's always going to be you, when the job, when the house, when the car, when the family, when the friends, when the husband, when the girlfriend, the wife, the husband, when they go, you got you. So you have to be okay with being alone. You have to. You got to. That's like one of the rule number ones. Be comfortable being alone. And then and if you're lonely, you just need some connection. You just need some connection, whether that you can connect to God, you can go out, you can go to a park, you can go to a crowded place and not talk to nobody, but just having other humans around is definitely helpful. The next person said, feeling the fear and taking the risk anyway. And I was like, yes, girl. So if you are struggling with fear, understand, again, fear is just an emotion. It's just a feeling. It's fleeting. It's not real. What is that acronym people always use? Fear is false evidence appearing real. It's not real. It's not happening. Right now, I'm dealing with a lot of fear in my love life, y'all. I'm dealing with so much fear in my love life. And I know that that's not real. I know it's just things that I haven't dealt with that I need to deal with. That's all it is. And every day, all the time, I feel fear. I feel fear when I make these videos. I feel fear when I post on Instagram. I feel fear. I feel anxiety. What is someone gonna say? Are they gonna say something about this kitchen? Are they gonna da-da-da-da? And I do it anyway. I do it anyway because it's not about me. I do it anyway because it's about you and all the people that watch my content. It's about y'all. It's about assisting y'all on your human journey. So like, for anybody who's feeling fear, take the risk anyway, because it's not about you. Everything that you put out into the world is attached to someone else's healing. How beautiful is that? That you are literally assisting and in charge of someone else's healing just by you putting out your clothing line, your wigs, your eyelashes, your lip gloss line, your cupcakes, your hair oils. You are assisting in someone's healing. So yes, feel the fear, acknowledge it, just a feeling, just an emotion, shoo it to the side, and let the God that's in you put out that product, honey. Oh, 2 more, okay. Someone is struggling with being more in tune with my spiritual side and not getting judged for it. I get a lot of people that comment and say, oh, my family, especially Africans, especially Latinos, they'll be like, oh, my family doesn't like it when I talk about spirit, universe, da-da-da-da. Listen, there are so, like, over the past like 7 years, I come home with I was coming home with the coconut oil and the green juices and the organic mask, and we can't drink certain waters because it has salt in it and it's gonna kill you. The vegan food, the vegetarian food. I was coming home with like the woo-woo stuff. I was coming home with that, and for a long time my mom was like, okay, I love you, but this is weird. And I'm like, look, it doesn't matter if you think it's weird or not. This is helping me. This is helping me, and I believe it can help you too. Here, let me introduce you to a green juice. And now my mom has been drinking green juices for like the past 4 years and is healthier than ever. So it's like, you really, really gotta be strong in being the weird one. Being strong and being the unique one. Being strong and being the enlightened one. Because it is hard out here in the world when everyone is driving. I'm just using an example. If everyone is driving a Honda and you want to go drive a Tesla, like, it's hard out here, but you got to be strong. So if you are someone that is getting criticized or judged in your family for your spiritual walk and using the words universe and this and that, there's a tweet that I saw. I'm gonna put it up here, but I was like, I am this tweet, this is me. Like, when you talk to me, like, it's gonna be like, yes, universe, yes, soul, yes, like, and that's how I talk to my mom. Sometimes I will say a word to my mom and the conversation will be shut, and I'll be like, okay, I mean, I'm gonna respect you, and oh no, I wonder if you look good. I'm gonna respect you, and I'm gonna shut this conversation down. And last one, someone said that they struggle with, this camera, I'm struggling with this camera. Someone said that they struggle with faith in the unseen. So when I asked them what they meant, what they really meant is that they didn't believe that God was going to bring them an amazing husband. They haven't seen it. They feel like they have faith for it, but they're not seeing it. And I was like, okay, faith in the unseen. So that means that you just haven't seen it and you're losing faith. But you don't need, but it's like, we have to do that. And I told her, okay, this is 2 different things. Like, my friends keep pushing me to get out there in my love life, and you know, you have to do the practical stuff. You are living in reality. You have to go on dates. And I'm like, this. Like, my friends are like, Abina, go. And I'm like, oh, please don't make me. I just want to stay here. No, but like, really, we have to do the practical stuff. We have to go on the dates. We have to let people know, hey, if you have a gentleman that you think I would be great for, you know, let me know. Like, we have to do the practical stuff. I have to do the practical stuff. So, like, that isn't so much about God and your faith in the unseen as it is about you not doing the work to see the results. You have to do the work to see the results. Yes, pray. Yes, go to God. Yes, ask God to heal you, but you still got to do the work, because faith without works is dead. I hope you guys enjoyed me answering these questions on YouTube. If you guys have questions or whatever, reach out to me on Instagram at BeenieTV. comment below. I thank you guys so much for watching this video. I have to get back to shouting out comments. I forgot that. I have to get back to it. I'm not gonna do it now because then it won't be genuine. But yeah, I thank you guys so much. And wherever you are on your spiritual journey, whether you feel like you're an expert, there's always more to grow, boo. Humble yourself. And if you feel like, oh, I'm just not there, it's okay, boo. There's more to grow. Be fantastic, be fabulous, and show up and say yes to being better. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.